Hey, good evening, everybody. It is Miracle Monday. How exciting is that? So, here we are. Tonight, we are going to talk about trusting. Trust is really a tough word, and it is really a tough word when it comes to miracles. And I've always been, I'll do it. I can do it. However, I had to learn. I had to learn to be able to trust. And that was not an easy thing for me to overcome. So I see you guys are popping on. I have a new fancy microphone here. So if you cannot hear me, please let me know because we had that problem last week. And we will go old school again. But let me know. Put your thumbs up or give me some kind of that everything is to go. So I hope everybody has grabbed their favorite beverage. For me, I am just drinking water because I have to, whenever you're doing energy work, that is one of the Guardian rules, is that you do not mix energy work with alcohol. But I would love to have a glass of wine or something, but not when I'm doing my live. So water it is for me, and I just get fulfilled just by doing it. So if you guys could give me thumbs up, if you guys can hear me okay, that would be the first thing. Then we know that we can just kind of keep moving right along. So just in the comments, just put a thumbs up, and that would be great. Thank you. Thank you for whoever did it. So tonight is an exciting night. Tonight is Facebook Appreciation Night. So I'm going to back it up. So before coma, as many of you guys know, I had a business, and I loved my business. I did Reiki, I did readings, I did clearings, I taught. I was busy. I loved it. Thank you, Cheryl. Good to see you, Cheryl. And so COVID hit, and I ended up in the hospital, as many of you guys know, and I literally had everything I thought was kind of stripped away from me. So my husband did not know any of my business details. So people were calling him, asking him, why isn't she showing up, for my appointment? And he had no idea what was going on. So he had to jump in and try to let everybody know that, this just wasn't in and out hospital situation, that things were going to be progressing for quite some time, which they did. And so I came to the realization I would not be able to do this again. I could not push the button on to call for the nurse. I did not have enough strength to be able just to push the button. So how was I supposed to do anything? How was I ever supposed to start up my business? How was I ever supposed to go back to work? How was I actually supposed to have anybody come and, help, And so long story short, when I was in my coma, I was told 3 important things right before I was sent back. And the first thing was for me to learn patience. Anybody that knows me knows that patience is not in my vocabulary. I am a very impatient person. I have always been. I've always been, I'm going to get it done. I want to get it done. I want to get it done. And then I can reap the benefits of it. I don't want to sit and linger. And so as far as my kids, one thing I would swear to my kids, and I'd say shouldn't get. And it wasn't that I was saying it meanly to my kids. It was just that was terminology in our household. And when I said shouldn't get, that meant you better get going because the bus is coming and we need to get out the door. And so that was a word that we used a lot in our household. So you can see where the patient level was. It's just like, we don't have time for this. We got to get going. And so that is where I was at. So now I am being told, as I'm in this perfect place, that I have to learn patience. It's just like, yeah, I don't think so. And then he told me acceptance. Well, I didn't know what was coming. I was feeling pretty good. I wasn't in any pain. I didn't feel any depression. I wasn't angry. I was at the best I could possibly be. And then, all of a sudden, I am not. So little did I know that I would have to go and learn this acceptance thing. Which when I was laying there in my coma in what I call heaven's waiting room, I felt the acceptance. Yeah, that's nothing. Okay, I accept this. This is wonderful. I'll sit and watch the birds fly and the animals come up, and yeah, this is all great. I love all this. Then he told me I needed to teach, and he gave me a snippet, and he gave me a couple snippets of things before I got shot back into my body. And one was I was on a stage and I was teaching, and I had a red suit on, and I looked very polished, and didn't really even recognize myself. But that I seen that. Now let's fast forward it. Now I am still kind of fighting for my life, and these thoughts are going through my head like, okay, I need to accept this. How can I accept this? This isn't even my body. This body is not the body I went in with. This is not the body that I have ever seen before. It doesn't move. I can't lift my head. I can't talk. I look like a science experiment. There's things coming out of me every direction. So acceptance was what kept going through my head. And I got mad. I'm like, really? You stripped me from a life that I really loved. I mean, in my book, I talk about, I had just turned 50, and it was the best year of my life, hands down. And in the book, I talk about that he gave me this little reward to say, hey, look at here, I'll give you this little crumb, and you're going to have so much fun, but I want you to remember it. And boy, did I ever remember it. When I was laying in the hospital room and I'm not being able to take care of myself at all, having to be changed, having to be waited on hand and foot. Hello, Lori. Good to see you. So, Lori, kind of catching you up here. We're talking about miracles and trusting miracles. And that was a very difficult issue for me. So that is kind of the topic that we're going to get to tonight. We have a lot of other things planned as well. So this is just a little part of it. But anyways, it was trusting. And I don't know. I didn't want to accept that this was my body. I didn't want to accept that I'm in these sterile four walls, not being able to talk. You know how much I like to talk. Well, that wasn't going to happen because I had this. Hello, beautiful. Hello, Kayla. Good to see you. Kayla, we're on tonight, and we're talking about trusting miracles. And so to kind of catch you up with it, we are just kind of going through in how I had to trust, which did not come easy. I'm telling you. I often wonder why he chose me. Why would you take somebody that's Norwegian, stubborn as get out, and, pretty much kind of liked how things were going, and just to take it all away and strip her down and say, guess what? We got a new plan. We got a new plan coming in, and you're going to like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the body I was in. The body was like, I couldn't even lift my arms. I remember the first time they put me in a chair after they hoisted me up out of the bed, and they put me in the chair, and my abs hurt so bad because I didn't have any. There was nothing there. And so I had to learn all those as well. But after being in the hospital for 5 months, you kind of come to terms with a few things. Not to say when I went home, I'm just like, oh, I'm grateful. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for taking away my earnings, my money, my way of life, the way I connect with people, the things I thought I was here to do. Thank you, Myra. Thank you. And now I am left with this body that doesn't fit me, doesn't look like me, doesn't have anything that I am used to. And I'm having to have people take care of me. Now, getting back, I didn't want anybody taking care of me. I'll do it. I'll do it myself, and that's just the way it is. That's who I was. Very, very seldom I asked for help. And if I did, oh my gosh, it was really hard. It was really hard because I would rather work long time, many, many hours longer than to ask somebody for help. And that's where it all kind of came into it. So I had to learn acceptance. I had to learn that finally when I could push the button, I could have somebody come and, wash my face for me and that in 3 months of not having your teeth brushed and all that fun stuff. So now that we got into all the gory stuff, we are going to talk about kind of trusting. And it didn't come easy. It did not come easy whatsoever for me. So I have been busy. And how you guys, I love you guys so much that no one has seen this except for the ones in my home. And I'm telling you. This, okay, we see how big it is? It is the, 2-incher. Okay. That is my book. There's 28 chapters. So now I'm on the editing part of it. So it's all printed. Now I get to edit. And so as of last night, I was still adding a little bit more to it. And I say I won't be adding anything to it. But then I'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And so that's where that piece is at. So I'm really excited about my book. And so I need to figure out what I'm going to do as far as publishing it, if I want to do it through a publishing company, or I know. I was hoping I'd get a wow, because that's 2 inches of stuff that happened, and it is basically from just a tad bit before the going into the hospital to moving here to Sebring, but there isn't a lot about in between coming to Sebring and everything else like that. So I am looking for right now. I had printed off something for. I have lots of papers here. I'm telling you, I am moving and shaking. Maybe I put it in my book here. I printed off something for us tonight. Well, maybe Spirit's telling me not to do that right away. So, I don't see it, but that's all right, because you know what? What we're going to do is we're going to go, because I know exactly what I was going to read you, and we're going to go that route. So, and then, to let you guys know what we're doing tonight is, last night, phenomenal. I know, phenomenal is great. Thank you. Last week we had a little bit of technical issues, and so a lot of you guys did not. You went on the replay and you thought, oh, it's not working, and so they didn't listen. So I said tonight that we would work on. Thank you, Peggy. That we would work on this book right here. We are going to get to it, but we're going to push it out another week, because I think a lot of people didn't get their books, and I would just like to try it. Plus, a little plug. I am taking on classes from her, Colette Baron Reed, which everybody knows I love her. She is having some classes that I'm taking for the next 3 days, so starting tomorrow. So anyway, so we will get back to that. But in the meanwhile, I'll kind of show you what I did this week, and then we'll catch up with you guys. we are going to read this one. I had something else printed out, and you have to go with what you're supposed to do. Oh, yours is still sitting at the post office. Well, good, because I am fascinated with this book. Fascinated with it. There's nothing that's been published like it, and it really gets in there, and you really can kind of... Did you get it? Oh, are you having fun with it? Mara, are you having fun with this? Because I can't put it down. And so I'm constantly doing it just to try to understand it. So anyways, I'm going to read this to you, and then this will be my part of my book. Because I try to put a little bit of my book in there because, I'm trying to build up my book a little bit. And then we're going to get to the other fun things we're going to be doing today. And we're going to be doing a meditation. So to prepare everybody for their meditation, I want everybody just to get into loose, comfortable clothing. Maybe if you have a belt on, take your belt off, or button your pants if it's too tight. Just kind of cozy on in, because we're going to do that in a little while here, and I can't wait to share that with you guys as well. So it's my reflection. Looking back now, I understand I was never alone. So when I woke up, I felt alone. I'm telling you, when I was in a place of bliss. I was not lonely at all. It was just so much enchantment and just so much bliss and so much happiness that you didn't think about anyone at all. Nailed it. It is, isn't it? I love it. So, I was never alone, not for 1 second. What I once thought was the ending was really a beginning. And that's kind of where this is all coming from. Heaven wasn't something somewhere far away waiting for me. It was already within me, breathing through the people who loved me, the angels who cared for me, and God who never let go. I used to think miracles were grand, rare events, something distant and holy. But now I see them everywhere. In a sunrise after a storm, in a laughter shared around the table, in the way my body continues to heal, even when I doubt its strength. Every heartbeat is a miracle. Every breath is proof that love is still working in me. The memory of the light, that peace, and that connection never left. When I close my eyes, I can still feel the warmth that surrounded me in heaven's waiting room. It guides me on the days I struggle, reminding me that I am part of something eternal, that God's plan is bigger than the pain, stronger than fear, and always rooted in love. Now I walk through life differently. I pause more, I listen more, I love deeper, because I've seen what waits beyond the veil. And it's not darkness, it's home. Now, that all sounds pretty. That sounds like it should be on a Hallmark greeting card. It's not. I wrote it. But there are days of struggle, and I'm going to be flat out with you. There is some days I'm just like, really? I could go up those steps and no problem, and now I'm struggling. Or, for an example, last weekend when we were at the water park, and I was having a little bit of problem breathing. It was just like, really now? But even in those moments where I would have been maybe like pissed off and just like, now it's more like, okay, what's this teaching me? Maybe I need to slow down. Maybe you need to work on your steps a little bit more. Don't get me wrong. I still get mad. I still sometimes get a little angry. But my focus is different. My focus is that, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's too many other fish in the sea. And it's just like, you could find things to complain about every single day. I could. But when you flip that switch and you go, what? You know what? Yeah, it was bad. But you know what? I survived. And I think if we can look at it when we feel like we're failing, that, hey, we're not failing. We're becoming stronger, and we're on our right plan. Because if we were to come down here and everything was supposed to be easy, what's the point? What are we learning? What we're learning is, we go through McDonald's, we grab our food, and off we go, and we don't have to cook tonight. Easy peasy. But what did we learn? What did we learn from that experience? It's convenient. It's nice. We all do it, including myself. But we probably didn't learn a lot. And it doesn't mean that we have to always learn everything. Trust me. I got my plate full that I'm trying to learn. So anyways, with that, I'm just going to close. That is part of the book that I'm working on. It is not the part that I was going to read to you tonight. And obviously, there was a bigger plan than that. So this is it. And that is me around the tree of life. And it is the most magical thing ever. And I try to keep focusing on that. So with that said, so we got that part done. The next thing I'd like to talk about is just another book. So my friend sent me this book. And I opened it and I thought, oh boy. And I'm going to tell you straight up. It is not a book that you can pick up and that you can read all the way through. This is not that book. But it has so much in it. And you know how I love, thank you, Myra. You know how much I love books. And if I don't like something, I will never, ever recommend it. Because when we moved here, I betcha I had 300-400 books. If it's in this realm, I've read it. This is on the top of one of those books. But if you buy this book, you have to have two things. You have to have a pen and you have to have a highlighter. Because it's one of those books that you're going to be writing in. And it's going to be one of those that you're going to want to come back to. And you're going to be like, okay, what was that again? For an example like this. You're going to need, you have to take it in little bites is what I'm trying to say. It is a beautiful written book, and I do not know who Rachel Grohl is. I've never read any of her stuff but my friend found it. It's about what women prophets, knowing God's voice, and it is beautiful. So if you're looking for another read, this one I recommend. So we got that one taken care of. So we're going to move on to manifesting. We're going to do the meditation, and then we're going to get on to the card pulling. And it's going to be a fun night. I'm excited. So I hope everybody's kind of cozying in on a Monday night. So, and here we're going to be having lots of action going on in our sky tonight, which is kind of exciting. So I kind of looked for you Northerners. I don't know if you're going to get it, but it's the energy that's out there. So anyways, we kind of talked about this last week a little bit, and it is The Art of Manifesting by Claude Baron-Reid, and this is the one that I kind of came up with. And as you can see, each one, and it's one that you do, and it's kind of doodling. And I find myself doodling a lot, but you have to start out with a dot in the circle. And I ended up having a leaf on mine, which means growth. And a heart means contentment. It can mean a great relationship. A triangle means stability. And so you're stable where you're at. And so if you wanted to do this on a job, I know some of you guys had job questions, this would be great. Do I feel stable where I'm at? Is this a good place for me? That would be a great. If you got no triangle, you know what? Maybe not. I had the sun. I put the sun on mine. I didn't know what I was you just do it. It's kind of a mindful thing. And that means energy, that I'm bringing the energy in. Lots of circles, meaning gratitude, which I definitely have gratitude. So anyway, so we are going to get back to this. So next Monday, I promise, we're going to get back to the Art of Manifesting by Colette Baron Reid. And I'm going to even have more goodies because I'm taking her classes next 3 days. So we got that going on. So everybody, what I would like you to do is I'd like you to take a big drink of whatever you're having. And I just want you just to sit. We're going to do a meditation. And I've had people say, I can't meditate. I can't follow. What's that really good for? Well, what it does is it unlocks unconsciousness. And it can be able to let go of things that have been bothering you. It can clean things up in your body. So we're just going to do a simple meditation. See how you guys like it. We might add this onto our Miracle Mondays, but I definitely was told this is something I need to do. So we're going to try it. And I just want everybody just to kind of just find your seat. And I want you to uncross your legs. And I want you to have you put your feet on the floor. Both feet just flat right on the floor. And then I want you to take your palms. And I want you to put them on top of your lap. And just sit back. Why we put our hands up, it means we're receiving. Think of it as when you go to communion. You put your hand out, you receive. You put your hand out when you shake somebody's hand. We are about to receive. We are about to receive a meditation. Now, you're not going to get hypnotized. This is not some cookie stuff. It is, you're in full control at all times. I am going to say the word blue to you. So if you feel like you are getting antsy, or if you feel like you are not wanting to go, like I said, this is going to be a small meditation. But nonetheless, I want to respect you. And so I want you to say blue, blue. And so if you're feeling like this is too much for me, the keyword is blue, and you'll be right back. Okay? So with that said, I hope your feet are smack dab on the floor. You're wiggling, you're comfy. And what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to take one big, deep breath that you can feel it in your sternum. And I want you to hold it. And release. Okay, another one. And release. We're going to do it a third time. Take a deep breath. And release. Hope your shoulders have gone down. You can feel yourself breathing. Now, I want you to visualize a spotlight. A spotlight on a high beam that's being spotlighted down on top of your head. It is so strong. It's so bright. You can feel the warmth, and it's shining and making the top of your head warm. I want you just to take that white light in. I want you to take that white light, and I want you to start swirling it around in your head. And let's let go of anything that we no longer need. Things that no longer serve us. Let it swirl around the white light. Around. Let go of unfit unfinished business, letting go of arguments, letting go of sadness, anger, things that we should have said, things we shouldn't have said. I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to bring it in and let go. Take another breath in and let it go. Now I want that white, bright light to go down through your throat. Clear out all the unspoken words. Clear out the spoken words that you have said. Clear out the things that you've shamed yourself on. Let them go with a deep breath in and let it out. That white light is going down into your heart, into your chest cavity. Let it clear out all the fragments that have been put on you, things that no longer serve you. Let's let them go. We let go, things can come in that are bigger and brighter. Let's let go of the sadness, the anger, the disappointments. Take a deep breath in and let it out. I want you to go down into your stomach area. I want you just to settle the white light, settle the tummy down. Settle everything that's flared up. Get rid of the inflammation. And let it just go. We're going to split the light, and I want you to have it swirling down each leg into the knees, and I want you to get rid of all the inflammation, all of the water, the excess that you have, that you've been carrying, that you've been burdening yourself. I want you to let it go. You no longer need to carry it. Push it down to your ankles and to your feet. Your feet are your stepping stones. Your feet are your travelers. I want you to take that white light and I want you to clean those feet up so they're up for more adventures. They're up for getting you around more smoothly. And let it go. Push the white light through the carpeting, through the flooring that you're in. And if it has to go through another floor, push it through. Push it through, push it through, all the way until you get to the ground level. And at the ground level, I want you to take in the minerals from the soil and add it to the white light. And with the minerals and the light, I want you to push it down into the ground. I want you to go till you reach a vein of water underneath the ground. And with that white light, I want you to push out all of the things that have no longer serve you, the things that you've been carrying around, the things that are not necessary, the voices that we say in our head, and push them into the water. Push them, push them, push them. Make waves. Splash them around. Let go of them. It's okay. They'll absorb. You no longer need to hold on to these. And with that, I want you to take a great big breath in. Take that water to refresh you and bring that light that's clear and every mineral that you need between the vein and the bottoms of your feet. Let it absorb and bring it to the bottoms of your feet. And bring this clean energy, light back through your feet and up to your refreshed knees, up into your hips and into your stomach. Take a deep breath and let your body relax. Up to your chest. Your chest doesn't feel as heavy anymore. Up to your throat. It's clear. It's clear. I no longer have to worry. And up to the mind. You're free. You're no longer having to hold on to all of that unwanted sabotage stuff you've been holding on to all these years because you've let it go. Take a deep breath. Thank you for the white light of God for making me clean. And I'm going to count to 3, and I want you to open your eyes very slowly and rejoin. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you grab something to drink. Anytime you do energy work, we have to put fluid back into us. And meditation is an energy work. How does everybody feel? You can do this anytime. You can save this recording and you can go through it. If there's parts you don't like, you can map it out for your liking. It is probably, it's a simple one. There are many that you can be laying in a field and those type of things, and we may do this one. But this is the one that was called to me to do for you guys. And so I hope that you guys can feel lighter. You'll be able to sleep better tonight. And you'll be able to just kind of relax. Because with how crazy things are out there, we do need a place where we can just kind of unwind. And that's why I love saying grab your drink and find a cozy spot. So, does anybody have any questions? I'll leave that. I'll give you a minute. Sometimes it's on a delay for a second, so. Okay. What we're going to do next, I hope everybody's back. Everybody take a deep breath. Breathe through your nose and out. Okay. Because we have lots more to do, so let's get rolling. So a few weeks ago, I was doing my meditation, and the ones have been following, I had this mic, and it said, Mike, you better go to the doctor and don't make me say it again. And since then, they have been so wonderful. And they have, thank you, Myra, thank you. That was so sweet of you. Generosity, thank you. Love and light, sweetie. Mike has come back and said he had a 99% clogged artery. He could have went at any time. And he's doing well. They've checked in with me twice now, last 2 weeks. And he said it was definitely his mother and his dear mother, he said, Mama, that had passed quite a few years ago. So anyways, best wishes to you, Mike. I'm so happy you listened. And when I get these messages, I have no idea who they're for, and I'm just happy to be able to pass it on. So there was a couple more here, and then we're going to get to your guys's questions and your cards. So a man named Brian came through, and he was in a car crash, just recent. And when I say recent, it could be 20, 25, I'm getting old, 25, 20, within 25 years ago. And he wanted to thank someone for the cross. Brian, younger man, came through, car crash, was recent, and he just said, thank you for the cross. He had kind of sandy brown hair. He was a younger guy. And he came through. And those are always really hard for me, to be honest with you. And then this lady, she was so funny. And I hope, please tell me you know who she is, because I don't know who she is. She's an older woman, and she loved strawberries. And she showed me the pies, and she had a strawberry apron on it. And she wants her daughter to find her strawberries. Meaning she loves strawberries, and she wants she wants her to be able to find her love as well. So strawberry lady, I need to know who you are so that I can put this one to bed on that one too. So Brian, so somebody that lost Brian in a recent car crash, and then the strawberry lady. She loved strawberries. She showed me a basket of strawberries. She showed me pies. She showed me just strawberries, and they're plump and juicy, and I actually got kind of hungry. I wanted strawberries then. But she had this apron that had strawberries on it too, and she was just she loved strawberries. She was a strawberry fanatic or something like that. So that's how you can relate to her. So I would love to know who this strawberry lady is. So with that, thank you, Karen. Love ya. And we are going to get on to, we've had a busy night. We've done, oh, hello, Ellen. We've done a meditation. We talked about the art of manifesting. And we've read a little clip from my book. And we showed the book. This is a 2-inch binder. And I'm losing my headphones here. And there it is. So now it's to editing. So it's heavy. And then we talked about this book that I was given to as a friend, and how that you need to have a highlighter, and you need to have a pen with it, because it's not one of those books that you can just pick up and go, because you're going to be writing. You're going to be writing in it and taking notes. And so a special friend gave this to me, so thank you. So yes, we did that. We did the meditation, and then we did the meditation and the manifesting. And tomorrow I'm back in class with Colette Barron Reed for 3 days. I'm so excited. I just love her, and she's going to help me with my book. So thank you, honey. As of last night, I kept saying, I'm like, I'm not writing anymore. And then it just keeps on. It's just like, it just won't shut off. I asked Travis, is it ever going to shut off? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. So I think we are caught up. Thank you guys all for the book, the names of the book. You guys gave me so many insights. I really appreciate every one of them. And time will tell. And so I took off the recommendation of the. So instead of the miracles, we just went miracles. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. So with that, let's get rolling. We have, all right. I heard from a bunch of you guys this week, actually. And so it was really nice. A couple of you guys just reached out to me and know that you can do that. I may not answer right away. A few of you I got right back to right away. So it's always nice to hear from you as well. So, okay, let's get rolling. We have Kayla, Peggy, Diane, Rita, Trisha, and Janet, all on the books right now. So let's get going. I think we're going to do Kayla and we're going to do finances. And with this, I said I would pull 5 cards. So, because we're doing the Facebook appreciation night, I've had, oops, we're already dropping them. I've had thousands of views. I am so thrilled. I mean, at one time I thought I would never be back in this seat again. So thank you. I owe it all to you guys. And I appreciate every one of you guys and all the ones that watch on the replay. So this has been just phenomenal. All right, Kayla, we got 2 picked. Let's keep rolling. One really jumped out. She wants to know about her finances. And so we're going to do a 5-card pull. I don't know, Kayla. Oh, there we go. Those 2 need to come out. Okay. All right. So, Kayla. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Thank you so much. Again, we got stuck energy. So, with that, this meditation that we did, honey, if I was you, I would do it a lot. Just to get rid of, you've been through a lot, sweetheart. And so when we release stuff, that means new things can come in. And we become lighter. And more brighter things can come in. So harboring on to stuff, it depletes us. And we're not able to grow. And so the first one we got, remember, that jumped out of there was the stuck energy. So meditation. Meditation is key to you. Okay, this was the last one we got. Okay, the next one is the hidden motivations. And she wants to know, so I don't think you really know what you want to do. As being 18 years old, we are supposed to know exactly what we want to do. How many of us at age 18 are doing exactly what we said we were going to do in graduation? I don't think very many of us. I think it's a very small amount of people. And if you did, you got a lot of things going for yourself. And so, myself, I have had more things. I remember one time when I was selling real estate, and I was talking to one of the other gentlemen, and I was telling him all the things I had done, and he goes, "And how old are you?" And I'm like, "Well, I guess I've been just kind of busy. I've always been a shaker and a mover, and I've always been wanting to move around." So, you need to find out what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You haven't found it yet, honey. You haven't found what you're supposed to do. So we need to peel off the mask, and we need to get real with ourselves, and we need to find out what it is that you really need to do. And then you're going to find the peace. But you're going to have the conflict in trying to figure out what that is. So what I would do is I would take a test and find out what actually what would be good for you. I really feel like you'd be good at like cutting hair, those type of things, beauty, that type of thing. I see lots of things with the hair, and the hair different like colors, and so check that out. And I think at the school and at the college you can do a test, but I see you doing something self-serving somebody. So that means your hands are on that person. So you're going to have strengths. Strengths will help her out. Yes, Karen, strengths will help you out. Karen does life skills, and she has this program called Strengths, and that will tell you exactly where you're at. And she did it for she's done it for all of us, and she did it for Sammy, which is she's 17, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, but now we know, and so now Sammy can build on that. Strengths would be the thing. So you two are in the same town, and if you need me to connect the two of you, let me know. But strengths, you're right. That's why you're on here tonight, Karen. So that is your 5 card pull. So I feel like you need, and it's not nursing home. It's not nursing home or group home. It is taking care of somebody, making somebody feel better. But if you take a test, you'll find out you'll be able to zone it in a little bit more. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, now we got Peggy. Peggy. Ah, goodness, Peggy. I miss you, and I've talked to your sister a little bit. Yes, please. Okay. Alrighty. I'll hook the two of you guys up. But yes, I feel like you're doing something. I know how that worked out. You had to come in. Yes, because Kaylin needs to get, because she has tried things, but it just has never been the right thing. And she is stuck. You've seen that stuck energy. So we need to get her where she needs to be. And I believe it's working, and you know, I still feel like it has to do with energy too. So let's keep that in mind. Okay. Peggy, you're wondering about your house. All right. Well, let's find out what's going on with your house. God is good. God is good. Absolutely. Yeah. Who would have thought that Michelle Arndt could write a book that 28 chapters? Yeah, that wasn't me. I'm telling you, it's not me. I mean, I did all right in English, but yeah, that's beyond me. God is good. God is good. I have to give him credit for that. Yeah, I love you too, sweetie. So I'll get you guys connected. Okay, Peggy, let's get this rolling. True love. Okay, travel. Yep. And we're asking about a house. Now you got the stuck energy too. Okay. Okay. So, Peggy, your house feels like it has been a house that has served generations. For sure, 2 generations. And I feel like maybe this is your mom's house. I don't feel like this is your own home. Yeah, it is your home, but originally it's not your home. And so there's a lot of stuck energy in the home, along with you and Kayla, but your home actually has a stuck energy because you have the residual energy from the other people that have lived in the home. That needs to go. And you know how to do that. You are a master at that. So you got this under control. And sometimes, if they say what? The shoemaker's children have the worst shoes. Yeah, well, you got some stuck energy. So let's get working on that here. And I see travel. So you got travel, great gratitude, which your house has served generations. And your house has served what it is, but the house just feels really tired. The house feels tired, honey. But whatever you want to do in that home, you can make it happen. So if you wanted to turn it into Airbnb, you could do it. there's money to be made. There's money to be made in that home. There's definitely money to be made. So that's where I would go with it. But it just has it has old energy in it. So get rid of the old energy. I hope that helps. Because that's what I'm all picking up. I've never been to your home. I don't know, but I keep feeling like it's a generational house. Like maybe your mom had it before, and there's been generational people living in there. Gratitude. Oh, exactly. And this house has brought that, but you need to clear it. You need to clear it. Absolutely. So, Peggy, is this home a generational home? Because my home definitely is not. The house that we lived back in Minnesota never was. I've never lived in a home that like my relatives have lived in. But this is what I keep picking up on this home. And the house has a lot of potential. Like you could run a business out of it. Like you could rent it out. It's a generation gratitude. It's going to give you the gratitude out of that home. So let me know, Peggy, on that one. We are going to move on to Diane. Diane. I think we're going to keep with this deck. Feeling like it is the deck of the night. We have on the rosters, we have Diane. We're doing Diane. We have Rita. We have Trisha. And we have Janet. I love gratitude, by the way. That is one of my chapters is just on gratitude. It is very tired, stagnant, but not a generational home. So, okay, did your mom live in that home? It's tired. It's really tired. I know of one other home that I know of that is like, I'm done. I'm done. But it's going to keep working for you because it does have that connection with you. But I feel like there's been a generation in this home. And maybe it was the previous people that lived there, but it like connects to you. So maybe it means that you will have your grandchildren, granddaughter, will be with you in that home. Maybe that's what's coming. But there is a generation. There's no other way of looking at it. Yes, it's generational. Thanks, Rita. Thank you. You know, that's what I love when having somebody else go with you on your reading, because I've had a reading myself. I'm like, nope, you're wrong. Nope. And somebody else has stepped in and go, yeah, Michelle, really? And because I think we just kind of fix on it. So thank you, Rita. So your house needs to be cleared, and it has a lot of potential, and you can do a lot with your home. So your house could be a money maker for you. But there will be or has been generational living in your home. So perfect. Okay. Thanks, Rita. Thanks, Peggy. I love you. I miss you, Peggy. Okay. Diane is looking for a job. And I am thinking, I've been in that same situation, and I'm like, I don't know. Present power. Oh, you got all the control there, Diane. You got the true love. Okay. We are going to put this one back because we are still picking up Peggy's. So, in fact, I am going to pull out of. Oh, you need to let go. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Honoring the path. Okay. Anger, courage. Okay. So your 5 cards that I pulled for you are I feel like you should have like retired already. Present power, you should be in your present power as being able to do whatever you want to do right now. Oh, I know, I miss you too, sweet pea. You need to let go, honey. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. And you need to honor the path. So right now, Diane, you're kind of in a crossroads right now. You're kind of holding on to something that really shouldn't be holding on to. Something's going to be coming your way, but it's not like a job. It's kind of more like a hobby. It's going to bring you money, but it's going to be more fun. So, but you have to have the courage. You got to have the courage to let go. So if you're still holding on to that job, sweetie, you deserve to be doing what makes you happy. And I always say we always have this. We're driving down the road, and all of a sudden we're like, we don't want to go to Connecticut. And so we quick jump off the exit, right? But we're supposed to go to Connecticut, but we end up in New Jersey, okay? And now we're like, oh, no, now what do we do in New Jersey? Well, we figure it out. We always figure it out. And I kind of feel like that's kind of what you've been doing. It's just like the writing has been on the wall, but you haven't let go. So there's things coming for you, but you got to let go in order to be able to have those things come in. Not to say, so manifesting, what do I want to do? What do I want to do that's fun that I can make money doing? And so that type of stuff. So, but it's like you're not supposed to be doing the 9 to 5 job right now, honey. That was supposed to be done a while ago. So I hope that helps. Hope that clears the fire. All right, Rita, we're on to you. How can you improve your health? I am gonna do. This is my first deck. When anytime anybody asks me about health, I always go to this one. I love it. It was my first deck. It's been used. It's been exposed. It's been all over. It's dear to my heart. So anytime I do, somebody's asking me about their health, I always go to this deck because this is a faithful. It's Angels Raphael. Raphael is the green light. So when we were doing the meditation, thank you, Myra. I'm always scared to say, like, you gotta get out, this is, you missed the boat, let go. But, we all worry about the bottom dollar. And at the end of the day, we're all still looking at our checkbook and we're all still saying, well, can I do it? Yeah, it's time. It's time, Diane. It's time. 9 to 5, done. Thank you. We're having a great night tonight. We're rolling it. So, Rita, let's do this. It's been a good night. It's been a great week. This week's going to be even better. Get to go to more classes. I love going to classes. I love bringing it back to you guys. Oh, all right. Easy does it. Okay. Unconditional joy. Yeah. I feel the help. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, she does. It just drains. She has to let go. It's like it's time, and she needs to enjoy. So yes. So let's just all, Diane, it's time, Diane. Time for you to to move on. You've done this. You completed it. You should get your ribbon, and you should be able to go and do what you want to do and have fun with it. So we're back to Rita, and she wants to know about her pain and if she should have surgery. So I am not a doctor. I will never present myself as a doctor. I can give recommendations, but at the end of the day, I will never say, oh, you need to go to so and so, and you need to have surgery. I won't. And but what I can tell you is that please hold off on surgery. Please, 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 please hold off on surgery. What you need to do is you need to find an alternative doctor, and you need to be working with your body, a naturalist. And so it's saying do more research. What you're hearing is not exactly what is actually correct. And so do your research. I can see you're kind of like me, you like to dig into stuff. Dig into this. Dig into it, because everything that you're reading is not it. What they're saying is not exactly what's coming through. So there's other alternatives, and you will get better. Is it going to go away? No. But it is livable, and you will find. But it's telling you need to slow down. You need to slow down. You're pushing your body too hard, Rita. So slow down. I know you're a busybody. I can see you. Your energy is just kind of all over the place, in a good way. Someday I like to tap into that, actually, some of your energy, because it's you're a go-getter, and I love that about you. But slow down, and so do more meditation, doing more, bringing in the green light when you're doing the meditations, and it come through your body, and let it go through. And that's, I mean, if you have, for an example, if you have a simple sinus infection, just have the green light come through and do your sinuses. Wherever in your body you have an ailment, that green light of the Holy Spirit will help with that throughout your body, like we did with the white light. So maybe we need to do a green light through here. So do more research. You need to enjoy, and so you're kind of right now. How do I say it without? I usually don't watch my words, but on this one, let's have more enjoyable times. Let's not be so bottled up. Bottled up is, I guess, would be the word I'm trying to say. Let's try to relax a little bit. Maybe just kind of let go a little bit. And as you would find that, as you're doing it, you will start feeling better with it. And then get with that naturalist. The naturalist is your key. And so there's some vitamins and everything else that will help you and help you with movement and that type of stuff. Archangel Raphael, I ask you for your healing and help you with Rita, and thank you with your divine healing interventions. So, get your second opinions, do your research, do not sign up for surgery. Okay? Keep me updated. There you go. Okay, Trisha, we have many things going on tonight. So we have Trisha, and then we have Janet. So let's see what we have coming through. This has been fun. Aw, thank you, Rita. Thank you. I enjoyed talking with you this weekend too. So it was nice to like to get to know you a little bit. You know, I like doing readings on people I don't know because I know nothing about them. And I kind of can talk out of both sides of my mouth, but it is kind of nice just to get to know you as well. So it kind of has it's both ways here. So, but I sure enjoyed your grandmother. That story was I think it's one I don't think I'll ever forget. And I usually do forget them. So, okay, we are doing Trisha, and we are doing. She needs a new job, and she needs to find. Needs to enjoy it. So her and Diane, you guys really, really are in the same situation. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Good deal. Okay. So where you're at right now, not a good place. You are beating yourself up. They are beating you up, sweet pea. And so you can do one of two things. You can put protection around yourself and you can go into work and you can accept what you have. Or what they're saying is you need to take the steps. But going into work and doing what you're doing every single day, that's a choice that you're making. And if you want to find enjoyment and if you want to be able to find a better job, you need to take the steps out there because there's one waiting for you. You just have to accept that. Remember, we talked about acceptance earlier, and acceptance is you know what? This doesn't serve me anymore. What am I doing this for? And sometimes these readings come through, and they're meant for many other people. They're like, well, that one was just for Trisha. No, there's other people that are listening that will be listening on this replay, and this is for you as well. You know what? Life is short. Why are you showing up? Yeah, bills need to get paid, but we're kind of at a place right now where you can find something. We're not, you know, if you look, people are hiring, and but you have to take the steps, and you have to be able to want to do it yourself. But no one's going to hand it to you, Trisha. You have to go. And with that, guess what? You're going to have great achievement. There's going to be more money. There's going to be happiness. And there's going to be fulfillment coming your way. But if you don't take the steps, it's not going to happen because you are stuck, sweetheart. The universe has your back. So you kind of like the world is your oyster. So say, what do I want? What do I want to do? Because this is not working. Where you're at, it's not working. You could keep plucking away. I think about the coal miners. And every day they would get up with their little tin cans with their little sandwich in there and maybe a cookie and a little thin coffee. And they would go down into the mines day in and day out. They knew their lives were not going to be long. They knew that they were going to be filthy. They knew that their lungs were going to be destroyed. But they did it every single day because they didn't have a choice. Back then, there wasn't a lot of choices to be had. You could be a farmer. If you grew up on a farm, if you didn't grow up on a farm, you kind of had to figure it out. So you do have choices, and there are things out there for you. So take that step. And with that, happy success comes. So there is always a cherry at the bottom of the ice cream. I have a little one that wants to say hi, so I think we're going to just take a moment before we go to Janet and say hi so I can put her down. So this is little Misty, and she's been trying to jump up here. And Sammy, come on. And these are my babies. And this is little Josie. And they love when I do energy work. They love when I do this, and they got to a point where they're like, I need to be up there. So I guess they wanted to be seen. So there's my fur babies. Okay, Janet. Janet put on here that she just needed to boost. Thank you. She just needed to boost her awareness. Okay. I'm taking it in a different direction. So, Janet, these cards are for you. Because I think we need to do more than just boost our awareness on this one. So, okay. Optimism. Travel. Yeah, you're our traveling girl. Present power. And discover. The loving woman. Okay. So, Janet, we pulled 5 cards for you. The first one I got out of here was optimism, meaning pretty much that whatever you dream about, whatever you think about, whatever you want will come to you. You may have to work for it, but you are constantly being downloaded, and you're being downloaded with ideas. I want you to take a book, and I want you to write down these random ideas that come to you, because they're not random. They are actually being told for you what you should be doing. So, say that you get, I don't even know. Say you get an idea of having a big holiday splendor for your company and your customers. Write it down. Write down everything that comes to you. It might not happen this year, but it might happen next year. And I want you to keep track of those things and look at it every single day, because these things are coming to you in order for you to keep going up the mountain. And it's just not coming by accident. You're not like going, we should do that. These are actually ideas that are they're pushing you. Your spirit guides are pushing you. Come on, let's get going. And they're very active, and you are very active, and your energy needs to get down on paper. So, all right, discovery. So you need to broaden your ideas. And so we're not in this little nutshell. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be, maybe branched. Branched is what I just heard. Branched. Travel. So you need to be getting in, and you need to get around, and you need to see other services that are being provided that are similar to you. You can obviously write all these off, and you're just being a little nosy, just finding out what's out there, and bringing them to. But you take them, you twist them up, and you make them better. So travel. You love to travel, so use that. Use that. That is your gateway of finding out what else to do. Okay? Present power. You know what? No one's gonna take it away. You own it. You are where you're at, and that's the way it is. It is an honored position where you're at. You're always going to be there, and accept that. It doesn't mean that we look down on others. It just means that this is what you came to do, and you're fulfilling what you need to do. Okay? And the last one is loving yourself and being true to who you are. So making sure that your cup is being filled, that you're doing exactly what you need to do. And it all comes together. And that means a little clink in there with family as well. Keep hearing family with the loving woman. Okay, that is our cards for tonight. It has been fabulous. This was Facebook Appreciation, where I pulled 5 cards for you guys. We did a great meditation. I would love to hear about what you thought of the meditation. If you want to continue, if you're interested in the books, again, I have this one linked on mine when I get to go to her class tomorrow, Manifesting the Art of Manifesting. And then this was the new one that I brought in this week. And so both different books, but you'll love both of them, I guarantee that. with that, next week, hopefully I have more information on the book, and we'll be doing more fun things. I'm trying to add in a little something different every single week to keep you guys kind of grounded for the week and start off your Monday and let go of some things. And so enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy your week. Halloween is coming, and so make sure you have time for some goodies as well. Love and light to every one of you guys. Good night, and see you next week.